everyone! Welcome to our science adventure today. Have you ever stopped to think about what everything around you is made of? I mean, really think about it. Your desk, your phone, your favorite snack, even the air you're breathing right now. What's hiding inside all of it? Literally everything you see, touch, or feel, your desk, your pets, the air, the water you drink, and even you yourself, are all made up of the same tiny things. The answer? Atoms. Now don't worry, I'm not about to hit you with a giant heavy science textbook or make you memorize a bunch of boring facts. I'm here to make atoms super easy to understand and maybe even a little fun. Science doesn't have to be scary or confusing. So what is an atom exactly? Why do scientists call them the building blocks of everything? Imagine you have a delicious chocolate chip cookie in your hand. Yum, right? If you kept breaking that cookie into smaller and smaller pieces, first halves, then quarters, then tiny crumbs, eventually you get to the smallest bit of cookie possible. That's kind of like what an atom is, but for everything, not just cookies. Atoms are the tiniest pieces that still have the properties of whatever you started with. Atoms are the basic building blocks of all matter. Think of them as the tiny bricks that make up every single thing in the universe. But atoms aren't just boring little dots or plain balls. They're actually super interesting and have their own personalities. Each atom is made up of three main parts: protons, neutrons, and electrons. These parts work together to make each atom unique. Think of the atom like a tiny solar system. The center is the nucleus, and the electrons zoom around it like planets orbiting the sun. In the very center, you've got the nucleus, which is packed with protons and neutrons. The nucleus is super tiny but super dense. Protons have a positive charge, kind of like a plus sign. Neutrons are neutral. They don't pick sides, just like Switzerland in a world war. They help hold the nucleus together. And zooming around the outside, you've got the electrons. These are super tiny, super speedy, and have a negative charge. Not a bad attitude, just a negative electric charge. Now here's the wild part. Atoms are mostly empty space. That's right, most of what makes up an atom is just nothing. If the nucleus were the size of a basketball, the electrons would be whizzing around a few miles away. That's how much empty space there is. So even though you seem solid, you're actually made up of mostly empty space. Isn't that mind-blowing? It's like we're all walking, talking illusions. But don't worry, atoms stick together really well because of the forces between their parts. That's why you don't fall through your chair or your desk. But atoms don't just chill by themselves. They're super social. They love to team up and connect with other atoms, forming groups called molecules. When atoms stick together, they form molecules. Molecules are like teams of atoms working together to make something new. For example, 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom get together for a party and, boom, you've got water, the stuff you drink every day. Oh, and get this, there are over 100 different kinds of atoms called elements. Each element is a different type of atom with its own special features. Each element has its own special number of protons in its nucleus. That's how scientists tell them apart. Mix and match these elements in different ways, and you can make anything. Rocks, trees, your favorite snacks, even you. Everything is just a different recipe of atoms. So next time you're sipping water, munching on chips, or just breathing, remember, it's all atoms all the time. Every moment, atoms are at work making life possible. The universe is basically a giant Lego set made out of atoms. You can build anything you can imagine just by putting the right atoms together. And you, my friend, are an epic builder just by being alive. Every cell in your body is a masterpiece of atoms working together. That's it. Atoms. Small, mighty, and totally awesome. Even though you can't see them, they're the reason everything exists. Thanks for hanging out. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and always stay curious.